It is halfway through May and Marvel Rivals is looking better than ever, with monthly releases for characters coming out very soon. We have Ultron on the horizon as well, and we're going to cover what's going on for the game in the month of May and what's to come in June. Obviously, this is not my typical type of content. I was more of a Dragon Ball YouTuber, but now I'm trying to gear my content more to Marvel Rivals, maybe in both. I'm still going to cover some of the old stuff, but right off the bat, we have some very big news, and that is Ultron's unique abilities have been leaked. Now, Ultron is a bit of a unique character right off the bat. We've only had flyers who are DPS, right? We're talking about Storm, Johnny Storm, as well as Iron Man. But now we have Ultron, who is the first flying strategist, which is quite interesting, right? But nonetheless, we have seen that recent leaks indicate that his drone abilities will seamlessly combine healing and damage. So maybe he's going to have somewhat of a Namor type thing where instead of squids, there are drones that will do damage or automatic healing, including another team ability for Ultron. We don't know who it's going to be with, probably something like Iron Man. They're both like tech related geniuses and Ultron's a literal robot. So nonetheless, his ultimate has been highly speculated to be a vast drone swarm. It overwhelms enemies with coordinated strikes or reinforces team defenses. Team-ups that we have allegedly heard of is Iron Man and Black Panther. They both have sort of armory tech stuff. Well, Iron Man's obviously armor and tech. Black Panther's suit is also typically a bit techy. So it makes sense. It completely makes sense for Ultron to have involvement with their kits and potentially maybe even see a little bit of a redesign and a bit of a power-up. Nonetheless, we also have some more concept art for Ultron. Yes, we finally get to see a little closer. We've obviously seen a lot of this Ultron. After all, he's in the main lobby, he's in the MVP screen, but we can see this blade, which presumably is going to be his melee attack. Either it's primary fire or it's just like, you know, Iron Man. He has a blade which he strikes with for the short range, but you never really see him use it because he's a long range or medium range character, right? If you're using his unibeam. But nonetheless, you can see this little other icon here with his hands, which it reverts to a bigger blaster sort of thing. It could be similar to Iron Man, where he increases his arsenal and then you hit harder and have unlimited ammo. It could be something like that. Another thing this could be is an alternate primary fire at least. Like Punisher has his automatic rifle, which is his basic gun, but you can switch to his shotgun, which is better for close range combat, as well as Hawkeye having his normal arrows and his bomb arrows, which is better in the close range. Finally, our last bit of news that just came out today is that Marvel Rivals Season 0 Battle Pass is coming back to the shop. Now, this is something really unorthodox that you don't really see in live service games. Like, for example, Fortnite, you never really see the Battle Pass coming back. And I think only very recently, Fortnite brought back one of its oldest Battle Passes. So I know a lot of people who had this Battle Pass back then when the game came out feel a sort of way about it. I had it too. But hey, man, if more people want it, I think it's not a bad idea. If you want to cop some of the early season stuff, now is the time. It should come back to the game shop very soon, so do keep an eye out for that. Another big thing in May is a registration for 2025 Ignite Stage 1 Open Qualifiers. This is one of Marvel Rivals' first ever big global size tournament, and right now regionals are underway. You get to qualify in your own country as well as your own region. There is Pacific, EMEA, and Americas. Once you of course get through the smaller tournaments, you'll be able to go up the scales and participate in higher tournaments. But nonetheless, guys, if you enjoyed this video, do hit the like button and subscribe if you're new around here. I know this is a lot different to what I typically do. If you're here for it, do stay around, but if you're not, I completely understand that, since I was making a different type of content earlier. Hit a like, subscribe, and I hope you guys have a good day. See ya.